I'm Jana Angel with Trending Today, and I'm going to be chatting with the food prep princess herself, Erin Romeo. Erin, I am so excited to have you. Welcome to Trending Today.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here with you today, Jana.
Erin, something that is always trending is health and wellness. Can you talk to me about how you found this nutritional coaching journey and also why you decided to focus on the meal prep side of things?
Sure, that's a great question. You know, we had a chance to talk a little bit beforehand about this, but I studied food nutrition in university and went on to get my teaching degree. And then I went on from there to get certified as a nutrition coach. And back in the day, I worked with clients face to face. I moved into the online space in 2014, which it's been a great experience for me. I've loved every minute of it. Meal prep really came into play because I really believe it's an underutilized strategy. If you are doing the planning ahead, which is the key to healthy nutrition, if you're doing the planning ahead, I say take it one step further and do the prep ahead. So that's how I really got into the online space. And of course, Instagram is my home base. So that's where I share all my tips and tricks for meal prep and healthy nutrition.
You share so much with your audience on Food Prep Princess, which I have to say, I just love that brand name because you really are the Food Prep Princess and you practice what you preach. Everything that you film and that you share always comes from your kitchen. It always comes from your family and your table.
Yeah, and absolutely does. And honestly, if I'm not going through it myself, it's really difficult for me to meet my clients where they're at and figure out what they need. And through the process of doing this for 10, 12 years, I've learned the hard way. So I'm really into this to help people and help people not make the mistakes that I've made in the past, just to make it simple.
Well, I am really excited to learn from you. Erin, what is the main roadblock that you find with your clients when it comes to cooking and preparing in advance?
Yeah, do you know what? There are some roadblocks, and I find the biggest one is that people try to jump in too big and too fast. Pick like maybe a breakfast food item or a lunch or a dinner and just make 2 or 3 things. So just let's say, for example, for breakfast, you want to do overnight oats. Make like 3 of them and then really experience that. How does that feel in the morning when your food is ready to go so that you can build your confidence when you're meal prepping and really understand and get that deeper meaning for how important it is just to start small. Like with meal prep, even if most of us are home, working from home right now, I'm talking to those of you and your audience, Jana, that really wants to maybe start making a change. And we've gone through a little bit here where we're at home and we're quarantined and realize we're probably ready for a bit of a routine. So when you have the meals prepped and even your snacks, if you have it planned out and you know what you're going to have in the morning or when you're done your meeting, that type of thing, you go to the fridge and that's what's there ready for you. It's so much easier. Like, don't make it hard on yourself. Give your future self some self-love.
When I have done meal prep in the past, I just haven't always made the right choices. It's something that I prepped that the next day just did not look like I wanted to eat it out of the container or just didn't taste right. Do you have the advice for meals that are still going to be great after you've prepped them the day before?
Oh yes, do I ever, because there are meals that are wonderful for food prep. I call it food preppable meals, and some that just don't work. And if you're not using the right recipes, that can put you off. And sometimes if you're just like, yeah, and you get in the mindset where you're like, oh yeah, this isn't going to work for us.
Right.
You have to make it work. And I just don't want you to do it on your own. Like, do it from someone, whether it's me or another expert who's gone through all this tried and true methods and practiced it so that you don't have to make those mistakes. And I do want to say, I have a book with 75 recipes that are food preppable. So that's one resource that is really helpful because you can trust these recipes. They're great. They stay fresh for 4 or 5 days, so you can say goodbye to your kitchen until Thursday or Friday. It's a wonderful feeling. For those of you who are on Instagram, often there's the archived stories. And the very first story on my page, on the Food Prep Princess page, says start here. And I'm giving you like an insight into one of the first things that you can do. And it goes back to your question about like soggy food or food that doesn't stay fresh. So I'm giving you a lesson there, a video lesson about how to wash your food, specifically produce, and how to dry it so that it lasts longer in the refrigerator.
Speaking of lessons, you provide a support group and a plethora of lessons for moms who are looking to start this journey with you. Can you tell us about your course that you provide?
Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited about this course, especially now because everyone's at home and online, right? So the nutrition course that I teach, it's 6 weeks. It's called Momentum.
Love it.
Yeah. So it's 6 weeks, and what we do is we get online as a group of moms, and we basically have a hub, a Facebook group. It's a private Facebook group where I'm sharing information. I do weekly lives. We do Q&As. So if you enroll for the course, there's just so much there. Rich information that will hold you through to the 6 weeks and make those changes in healthy habits that you want. And it will last way beyond the course. Like, we get into everything. I give you meal plans that are based on your specific needs. I teach you how to modify the meal plans. What else? Grocery shopping tips and label readings. Actually, yeah, so I teach you a little bit about label reading and the specific things to look for, which is really important because right now we want to get in and out of the grocery store fast. I've actually been tweaking some of the material because I know that there are specific guidelines around grocery shopping. So I've added some of that to the course just lately, just this week actually. But also like how to measure your progress with weight loss. I get into eating out the healthy way, healthy snacks. Honestly, I could go on and on. The course is jam-packed and it's great. I always have moms in there that cheer each other on, and I'm there to support you too the entire time. So we get on, like I said, every week and do a live Q&A. So it's great. It's like having a personal coach, but it's not the same price as having a personal coach.
And you get a personal coach and a team of cheerleaders is what it sounds like.
You do. The team of cheerleaders is the best. And also it's great because let's say Jenny's in the course too, and she's asking questions that maybe you didn't think about. You're also getting that knowledge too. So it's fantastic. I'm so excited about this course. It starts May 1st. So if you're on my Instagram, you're going to hear me blabbering about it and bragging about the moms that have been in it before.
Well, we will make sure that everybody has all of those links so that they can sign up. And I just wanted to check for a friend. Can dog moms sign up? Does that count? In addition to being a mom, a coach, the leader of this support group, you are also an author. Can you tell me about your book?
Yeah, it's so exciting. Even myself, I can't believe it. I'm still going into Indigo and Whole Foods and seeing my book on the shelves like, wow. And the idea that I wrote the book and test all my recipes here in my kitchen, and people are cooking the same recipes in their kitchen and saying how it's making life easier for them and their family love the food. Honestly, it's so gratifying. So I feel so lucky in that way. So the book is jam full of things. We talked about it already. There's 75 plus recipes in there. There's meal plans and meal plans for specific diets like low carb, gluten-free, dairy-free, vegetarian, just if you want to eat healthy and just have better nutrition. I also have some shortcuts in there just to reduce your time in the kitchen. And I have some specific steps that I use every single weekend. And it's the 5 steps to meal prep success. So that's in there too in the beginning of the book. So I have a ton of shortcuts in the book, also how to really make your kitchen prep friendly, some of the tools that you'll need, and I also get into some specific containers that you'll need, some safe containers and numbers and sizes of containers and things like that if you want to get into a whole weeks of meal prep.
Erin, I have truly enjoyed having you on the show today, and we were so excited to dive into your book that you have so graciously offered to actually personalize and give away to a Trending Today viewer. And we want to make sure that everybody can keep up with you because you do giveaways, you do partnerships, you do free recipes and tips and tricks on your website and your Instagram all the time. Where is the best place for us to keep up with you, the Food Prep Princess?
Yeah, so the best place, I do have a website, foodprepprincess.com. I actually have a free guide for you guys there if you want to go grab that. But Instagram is my home. Like, it is my second home. I'm always on IG stories. So I'm usually sharing 2 to 3 recipes every single week because I know people are cooking from home and some of us are just getting started cooking from home. So I try to bump that up a little bit, but you'll see me there. Yeah, so you got to make some comments because I'm always building community there and I love it. Like, my audience is the best. If you're starting to meal prep, take a picture of your healthy meal prep or healthy meal and tag me because I love sharing it with our community. So we can encourage each other, right?
Yes, that's what it's all about. It's just about creating that digital community, especially in the climate that we're in, creating that digital community and supporting each other across the web.
Yeah, Yeah, I'm so excited to help everyone navigate through that. And it's been such a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you so much for being our industry expert, and thank you for being here on Trending Today.